to the cafe. Today's poem is The Language of Joy by Jacqueline Allen Trimble. Black woman joy is like this. Mama said one day long before I was born, she was walking down the street, foxes around her neck, their little heads smiling up at her and out at the world. And she was wearing the suit she had saved up, a month's paycheck for it after it called to her so seductively in the window of this boutique. And that suit was wearing her, keeping all its promises, all in the right places. Indigo, matching gloves, suede shoes dippy-doo-dah'd in blue with tassels, honey gold, and Lord, a hat with plumed peacock, a conductor's baton that bounced to hip rhythm. She looked so fine, she thought Louis Armstrong might pop out of those movies she saw as a child, wipe his forehead and sing, ba-da-bee-bop-boo-dee-do-dee-do-do. And he did. Mama did not sing, but she was skiddily doing that day, and the foxes grinned, and she was the star of her own Hollywood musical, here with Satchmo, who had called Ella over, and now they were all singing and dancing like a free people of Dexter Avenue. And don't think they didn't know they were walking in the footsteps of slaves, and over auction sites, and paths where old Wallace had held onto segregation like a life raft. But this was not that day. This day was for foxes and hip rhythm, and musical perfection, and folks on the street joining in the celebration of breath and holiness. And they did too. In color-coordinated ensembles, they kicked and turned and grinned and shouted like church or a football game, whatever their religious preference. The air vibrated with music, arms, legs, and years of unrequited sunshine. Somebody did a flip up Dexter Avenue. It must have been a Nicholas brother in a featured performance. A mama was Miss Lena Horne Dorothy Danbridge High stepping the real estate, ready for her close-up. That's when Mama felt this little tickle. She thought it might be pent-up joy, until a mouse squirmed out from underneath that fine collar, over that fabulous fur, jumped off her shoulder and ran down the street. Left my mama standing there on Dexter Avenue in her blue suit and dead foxes. And what did Mama do? Everybody looking at her, robbed by embarrassment. She said, "It'd be like that sometimes." Then C and Satchmo, Ella, and the whole crew jammed their way home. The door is always open.